No.
Question number 12, Dr. Kennedy Graham. Order. 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 I have called. Order. Order. I've called Dr. Kennedy Graham. Question 12.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister. Does he have confidence in all his ministers?
Honourable Jerry Brownlee, on behalf of the Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Prime Minister, yes.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Dr. Kennedy Graham.
Does he have confidence in the Minister for Climate Change Issues, Tim Grosser, to do his climate change job when he is spending so much time and public funds travelling the world, promoting his candidacy for a new job as head of the World Trade Organisation?
Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Jerry Brownlee.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Prime Minister, yes. And the achievements of Mr. Grosser in that regard speak for themselves. In a year.
Order. Order. It would be helpful if the Minister was a.
No.
Some interjections are very good.
I'm stunned by one of the best contributions he's ever made to a debate.
Yeah.
Can I say the record of Mr. Grosser, the Honourable Tim Grosser as Minister, speaks for itself. During the years 2000 to 2008, emissions from this country rose by 23%. In the last few years, they have fallen.
Point of order, Honourable Trevor Mallard.
Appropriate for you as Speaker to say "hear, hear" to Grant Robertson's interjection like that.
And I did not do so. Dr. Kennedy Graham, supplementary question.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
Point of order, Dr. Kennedy Graham.
Sir, I seek leave to table a document listing the 16 capitals Mr. Grosser has visited in the past 8 weeks.
Leave is sought to table a document that lists where Minister Grosser has been. Is there any objection?
Being Paris, Davis.
Order. Was there any objection? There appears to be no objection. Dr. Kennedy Graham, supplementary question.
Will he direct Mr. Grosser to find time before the end of his natural term in office to sit down and work out the greenhouse gas emissions reduction target for 2020 and a pathway to it, given that his almost continuous absence is holding up the process?
Honourable Jerry Brownlee.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Prime Minister, I'm quite sure that Mr. Grosser, who is well known for his capacity to engage in conversation, will be raising climate change issues with people in each of those 16 countries he visits.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Dr. Kennedy Graham.
When Mr. Grosser recently urged trade colleagues in Geneva to, quote, never underestimate the power of ideas, unquote, as part of his WTO candidacy, did he have in mind a vision of a world with a stable climate or a world where he gets the job he wants?
Honourable Jerry Brownlee.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Prime Minister, if the House had the time, I'd spend it conveying Mr. Grosser's visions on many matters.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Dr. Kennedy Graham.
Is there a new visionary ministerial portfolio for job hunting, given Mr. Grosser has taken to adding, quote, candidate for the position of WTO Director General, end quote, as part of his title on his press releases?
Honourable Jerry Brownlee, on behalf of the Prime Minister.
On behalf of the Prime Minister, the question line today simply confirms that the Greens do not want this country to progress in an economic sense and see no value in trade liberalisation throughout the world. A party that preaches about trying to remove poverty then opposes every trying to achieve it.
I have a point of order from Dr. Kennedy Graham.
Mr. Speaker, the point of my questioning was not an opportunity for the Minister to extol trade virtues and our trade interests. It is the question of focusing on climate change issues.
Can I ask the member to, at some stage over the next 24 hours, have a look at his question, which talked about Mr. Grosser talking to trade ministers. It was a pretty political question. It certainly wasn't a tight question, and yet it gave every opportunity for the Minister to respond as he did. This is a point of order. Or supplementary question? Supplementary question, Tuarua Flavel.
Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker. Kia ora tātou. To the Prime Minister, does he have confidence in the Minister of Justice in appointing Dame Susan Devoy as Race Relations Commissioner, who has already courted controversy with her views that burqas are, quote, disconcerting, and that Waitangi Day should be replaced with a new national holiday?
Honourable Jerry Brownlee on behalf of the Prime Minister.
On behalf of the Prime Minister, yes. I have confidence in the Minister, who was responsible for appointing a strong, independent person to this important office. And I think it is appropriate, whoever has that office does engage in a dialogue with New Zealanders about matters they are concerned about.
And that brings to an end questions for oral answer. I call on point of order, Honourable Jerry Brownlee.
Mr Speaker, I move that pursuant to section 15(1)(d) and 17(2)(b) of the Parliamentary Service Act 2000, Louise Upston be appointed as a member of the Parliamentary Service Commission in place of the Honourable Michael Woodhouse.
The question